Hey, it's Jean. I'm here with the infamous Mikey Scott in the Mikey Scott Studio.
Welcome to my
thank you,
basement.
Mikey, for being on my channel.
Absolutely, it's a
And-
pleasure. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Good to see you. Thanks for
There
coming
you
down.
go.
Yeah.
Mikey Scott
Thank
Studios.
you so much.
There we go.
Please,
Done a few songs for me. I came across one of his songs back in the day, "Bad Man," and then I sent an email to him saying, "Hey, can I use your song on one of my videos?" And he said, "Yeah." Then we met at Grounded Coffee, and so this is actually my first time in his studio, and I've been dying to check it out, and here I am.
it's an absolute pleasure to have you here. Yeah, it's wonderful to.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, down in the Bat Cave.
In the back.
Yeah, in the lair.
Well, I haven't seen any bats yet, but you never know.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah, fighting crime from down here, not quite. But yeah, you're welcome. This is where the magic happens. This is where I try and make music, try and get people's visions and turn it into a reality, and get their voice, their culture, their sound, and try and turn it into something that's ready to release as efficiently and as high quality as it possibly can.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm assuming there'll be chops and stuff. I instantly go, I don't know what to, if I fill silences, then I just fill it with crap, essentially.
Well, that's like everything I do is off the cuff, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, but there's one guy, Corey Ramsbottom. He's a really good photographer.
Okay.
And so I had him shoot a couple of videos, and then he couldn't handle my style because he's very structured.
Yes.
And he had, and then he he moved on because he couldn't take my on the whim on the whim process.
Well, I'm certainly up for an on the whim process.
Yeah, and yeah, it's kind of funny because a lot of the people that I deal with are, they're good with spontaneity. So but my wife is not. She's like Corey, where she's very structured. So yeah, I often drive her crazy.
Well, the story of the "I'm a Bad Man" song is I've been making songs for a company called Gem Fountain Music. My very dear friends Ron LeBlanc and Diane Robinson. They've been taking me around the world in search for gemstones with their Gem Hunter series. And
I've seen, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Ron is an incredibly smart, creative gentleman who likes to make music. He just loves beauty in all aspects, when it comes to sound, when it comes to art, when it comes to furniture. If you ever go to his lodge on Queen down Queen Street in Toronto, and he loves it in the gemstones, of course, as well. So he's very good at his poetry, and he wanted me to make some music out of his poetry. So "I'm a Bad Man" came from that.
That's why you had to ask him, because when I had asked you, you said I have to confirm it's okay.
Absolutely,
so that's why. Okay,
that's why.
I wasn't sure. I assumed there was somebody else you were involved with on that. So,
but it was also very kind to let me do a performance video of it as well, which I put out, which was good fun. But it was wonderful.
Just stop.
Action.
Action.
That's what a lot of people say. They say action when we start. I have to admit that the Bad Man song. I cut out a couple of times when you said I do the one night stands.
Oh yeah. Well, he is a bad man.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know he's a bad man.
Yeah.
So
but yeah, it was wonderful to be able to have that on a local, a bit of local media as well with the trailer Parkerz.
Yeah.
You don't know how often I go past that sound down Van Den Street as well. So
I
every
was just
time
talking to Jeff about that. I want to up the sign on Van Den Street.
It has been upped. It's been.
I want to paint it white and then redo it again. And so J-Rock, because I used the marker paint you use on roads.
I've seen,
hoping that it would reflect car lights, but it doesn't do. And so what J-Rock came up with is to use the pinstriping on trailers that's reflective,
okay,
and then paint around that so that the car lights will
That's a good
will
idea.
show it up at night. Yeah.
Gives us a bit of an impression of danger as well, which is something that the trailer parkers are constantly doing. So
Trailer
that's
Parkers,
reflective,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, our middle name is Danger.
Reflective of the danger, reflective to the cars going past. So
Yeah,
what a good
and
idea.
that that I have to thank for Kevin, who plays Pumpkinhead, because he
Yes.
was the one that said, "Hey, let's start blowing stuff up." So okay, how do we do that?
yeah, well, that's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it'd be great. Be wonderful to get the trailer parkers in here at some point. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can,
They
I
would
can
love
imagine. I can imagine making a song for the trailer parkers. It just ends up being a load of flatulence or something. We're like, guys, we're gonna have to do this again.
My cousin's husband runs a film studio in Toronto. They make commercials and stuff, and I want to ask him if we could go check out his set. You want to come along?
Absolutely, I'd love to.
Oh
yeah,
man,
absolutely,
I've been
to.
dying to have a look at this. So the plan is to reach out to him and see if we can another adventure for the Trailer Parkers.
That's great. I'm looking forward to what they've got coming up as well. Yeah. What's it been like there?
Oh, brutal.
Yeah,
it's been brutal. I'm hoping to shoot my Facebook video soon. So on the one Chloe Saves Hank and Pumpkinhead, the handyman who we used the Bad Man song on, he's the one that blew up Hank and Pumpkinhead last time. So.
Yeah. Fantastic. I'm glad it's getting out there, and I'm glad.
Well, I'm getting about 1,100 views a month.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Subscribers are still very low, which I was hoping that it would,
Me too.
get the monetization, right?
Yeah.
That's always. I heard one YouTuber. I don't know how true this is, but he said that only 6% of YouTubers get monetized.
I believe
That is,
yeah.
Pretty low. So.
Well, I'll put
So
it
that
this
means
way.
what, 94%, which I'm in that category, do not get monetized?
I put it this way, right? You and I, we put quite a lot of effort into our content. I saw a video this morning doing a bit of doom scrolling at 6:30 in the morning, as we do, and it was of a shoe, an underside of a shoe, before and after going for a walk, just the dirt accumulated on the underside of the shoe. Said video had tens of thousands of likes, millions of views, and the amount of effort that went into doing that was utterly minimal. So
I know.
So, But
I hear your pain.
But you know what? I watched it. I watched the whole thing.
There
I
you
watched
go.
the whole video. So
There
it's
you go.
obviously content that's worthy. Yeah. So how do we break the algorithm?
I know.
With effort.
I know. Or without effort.
Yeah, exactly.
Film the dirt on your shoe.
Yeah. This is
And
before
off you
picking
go.
my nose. This is after picking my nose.
Yeah.
Someone will do that now, and they'll get monetization.
Yeah.
But that should not detract from the love for it, the passion. It takes a long time. It does. But there's many people in the world, and there's many people with YouTube, and there's many people who enjoy your content. There's many people who enjoy mine as well, and it's just a case of continuation. And if you slow down, if you stop, you're not going to get rewarded for it. It's just the way it happens. Yeah.
And I know it's challenging listening to what everybody says.
Yeah.
And then, one guy said, some people just put stuff out there just to put stuff out there. The biggest mistake that I made with my YouTube channel was, so I started off, my Adventures of Yoda and Millie was the first channel. And then my sister, I asked my sisters to start getting involved. So my one sister says, "Oh, that's your channel. Let's make it our channel." So then, so my nephew came up with the name, the Trailer Parkers. I switched it to Trailer Parkers, left the one channel that started having a following, started over from scratch. And then she says, "Oh, I don't want to do it anymore."
Yeah.
So
it can be the difficulty with working in groups.
I wanted to strangle her.
Suddenly, other people's decisions can put the brakes on, whereas doing things solo,
and it's that thing of listening to what everybody says, and then making a huge mistake on doing that.
I'd like to make my own mistakes and learn from them and reflect from them.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I have to say is the biggest one. That my biggest mistake on YouTube that I've made. So then I'm pretty well at the stage where I was at that, because I didn't have time to work on both channels, and so.
How cross-platform is the Trailer Park? Is he on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and all those things?
No, not really. Yeah.
The more hashtags, the more pages with the name and the tags. The wider the audience and the higher the potential. So I must admit, I've been lacking on TikTok recently. Okay. So but my Instagram and my YouTube, I've been keeping going at a trickle. The difficulty is I've got no income from any of my Can You Hear the Difference videos or any of the videos that I put out there.
Right.
So it can be difficult to justify putting the time in, and as a result, I may be lacking with I may have a week off doing it, and then it just go, oh, you've lost 200 subscribers on your Instagram all of a sudden. Oh no, and it's got to be a labour of love all day, hasn't it? Yeah. But when you do get the extra, you have more opportunities. You can do some live stuff on YouTube as well, and you need to have 1,000 subscribers. You need to have the monetization to be able to do things like that. Yeah. So you get more options, and then growth is exponential from that point. It's just the very initial slug of getting it out there can be and I feel but I must say your content's very, very funny, and I certainly recommend people start having a look, have a subscribe, and get watching and sharing, because it'll bring joy to a lot of people's lives. Yeah, so you deserve the success.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And yeah, same for you. You're the talent that you have is it's amazing in our small town.
Yeah,
so it's been cool.
Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Hope to get as many bums on the seats in the studio as I possibly can. I've really, really enjoyed the culture of Penetang Machine Midland Simcoe. I've really enjoyed the music I've been playing around for quite a long time. And I've met some wonderful people, met some incredibly talented individuals. I've had the privilege of playing with them as well. Yeah. And
it's surprising how much talent that we have in the area.
It's incredible. It's incredible. There's a certain sound, there's a certain colour to the area, and it's wonderful to be integrated into that a little bit. So
One sec.
I really appreciate it.
Yes. Sorry.
It's all good. And I love to bring a little bit of my culture from Hull here as well, and because it is different. I used to run rehearsal rooms in the city of Hull quite a lot.
Are you on him?
Don't want to drink coffee.
That's all good. I'm drinking my reindeer coffee. Still in Christmas mode a little bit with our.
Can you do the the talk about difference with your culture compared to?
Of course.
Okay.
So in the city of Hull, I was heavily integrated into the metal scene, into the heavy scene. I was in a progressive metal band called Age of Atlas before I left the country. I was also in a funky disco band called Lightspeed Lover, which was a lot of fun. I was on bass in that. And
can you also, like you said, in Hull, but people like myself may not know it's England.
Oh, right, Hull, City of Hull, UK, Kingston upon Hull, northeast, just above the Humber River. Yeah, it's a beautiful old city. I miss it to pieces, and I loved it there. And I was heavily integrated into the metal scene. I had rehearsal rooms in Fruit Trade Music and Studio 94, where a lot of noise was made. I recorded some incredible bands like Mastiff, they're quite big now, for example, and Less Deceived. I can't even think of any now. There are there's so many. I had so many friends in the area as well. And we used to go to each other's shows at O'Reilly's, at the Adelphi Club. The culture was very, very just metal, punk, rock, heavy, lots of banter, lots of love. Everyone had each other's backs, and it was It was incredible. Over here, the culture is very different. Of course, I'm in a smaller town, Penetanguishene, and there's very little metal, djenty, punky, heavy stuff compared to what I'm so much accustomed to. So there's a lot more country. There's still a lot more rock, but I had to learn. I had to learn the culture. I had to learn the what people liked. I had never heard of Neil Young before moving here, and then I joined the Neil Young band, and I learned so much. It's very different being from a very grey but wonderful city with its own sound and culture in the city of Hull to moving to this beautiful, wonderful place, much smaller town, much different demographic, much different kind of people, different personalities, tastes, very different culture. But it's wonderful in its own right, and I'm so privileged to be a part of it. And I hope that I can integrate a little bit of what I grew up with and what I experienced. I hope I can bring a little bit of that forward as well, because it was wonderful and I'd love to share it. Yeah.
So, what was the reason that you moved here?
Oh, I moved here for my wonderful wifey. Yeah, me and Natalie, we've been talking for years and years and years and years. Started on MSN Messenger back in 2000 and late 2000s, and I just couldn't quite cope with talking to her all the time without being next to her much longer. So I had to tell her how I felt one day, and then that just started the ball rolling. And now I've got a beautiful wife, beautiful little girl, and I live here in Penetanguishene, and I'm incredibly happy. Yeah, so I moved here for love. Essentially, yeah.
Is there an album about that?
No, there isn't. I'm actually quite terrible at writing lyrics. I'm good at the music, but I allow the clients to bring their own lyrics to me, and I try and get the emotion across with the sound, not necessarily suggesting with words. But I should do. She's been going on at me to write a song about it, and I've certainly got the song. I just don't have the lyrics for it. So maybe one day.
Yeah, because usually the love song coffee hacks are starting. Usually the love songs are the ones that take off.
Yes, they are. Yeah. Maybe some AI tools would help with that, just because I'm not the most. I put pen to paper and I get embarrassed with what I've written down for some reason. I don't know what it is. I have this kind of mental block with having the confidence to get my feelings written down and put out there. I don't know why. Yeah, maybe one day. Yeah.
Have you tried ChatGPT?
I have, and it's very good.
It's surprisingly way too good.
It is, but the thing is,
it's like poem, but like
I can't write I can't put something out like that that's not from the heart.
Exactly, right.
If it's made by an algorithm, then it's not made by me, and it's not as wouldn't mean as much, Mm-hmm. So it's difficult to. I've got it saved from ChatGPT, but I'm probably not going to sing that and put it out there. I'd rather do it.
But then, if you put something out for yourself, then you don't feel confident.
Yes, that's absolutely
to
right.
expose yourself.
Yes, that's absolutely it. Yeah. In lyrically.
Yes.
Yeah, lyrically. Yes.
Yeah.
Musically, I do very much so, but lyrically, I do not. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one day, hopefully, I'll do that.
Yeah. You'll have to let your wife be the critic, not you.
She's good at that. She is one of my best critics, actually. I really appreciate her input with all of this. Yeah, she's very creative and she's very knowledgeable. She's really good at helping me with things that I do exposed to the world. So very appreciative of that. Yeah.
Nice.
Strum SG. No, I'm joking.
Cool. Do you know what time it is?
The time is 10:06 in the morning.
Oh, okay. Church is at 10:30. So
is it? Okay.
Like, I'm often working, so
Yeah.
so if I have the excuse to go, then go check it out. I love the the scenery.
I should have done this in the background.
Oh yeah, you blew it on that one.
I blew it on that one. I missed that one, didn't I? Oh well.
Well, it'll be in there now.
It'll be in there now, yeah. Just made sure of it, didn't I? Could help myself.
To Mikey Scott
Thank
Studios.
you so much.
There we go.
Please visit my website, www.mikeyscottstudio.ca. I've just got a new one, needs updating a little bit from this point, but I'm going to do that within the next week. At Mikey Scott Studio on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. I'm going to get back on TikTok. And I do now have a Mikey Scott Studio Blue Sky account as well. So so please have a look at them and give me a subscribe, follow, and all that good stuff. I'd really appreciate it.
Cut.
If you don't mind, the little...
Stick your thumb out. Yeah.
Little plug, then you have to, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it's all about. Plugging.
Plugging. Yay.
Plugging.
Wonderful.
Hey, why don't I get you chillaxing in the Mikey Scott Studio? Jeff chilling in the Mikey Scott Studio.
Mm-hmm. So you play a little bit of everything, eh?
A little bit of everything, not wind instruments, but I spent all my time in school in the music room. So there was always a guitar, always a drum kit, always a piano, and yeah. So yeah, it's I wasn't very cool when I was in school, therefore I played instruments instead. So that's how it happened. Yeah, I used to hide from people in front of it, behind the guitar, and yeah, it's good fun.
You'd rather be the background guy.
Not necessarily these days. I've really enjoyed
No,
performing.
back in the day.
Oh, back in the day, yeah.
When you were shy and bashful.
Not necessarily shy and bashful. It was more. I don't really want this online. I used to hide away to get away from it, and that's how I.
Yeah. Well, I was the skinny kid in school, so so I was the target as well.
Yeah. But yeah.
So you sure I can't put that in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's all good. I need a vision, a brief, some lyrics, and and a day of your time, and then I can put a song together for you. Yeah.
Fun.
I've just been doing some for the Scorched Violets recently, and we're about to finish that one today.
Nice.
So yeah, it's great fun.
And then I just recently liked your thing. I saw that you're like looking for, or you look to expand, like your, like I don't know if actually like a band or a duet or like whatever, but you definitely. There's one acoustic that the frets actually hang down like a millimeter,
Mm-hmm.
so when you play it like scratch, like
Oh
cut
yeah,
like
yeah,
deep.
yeah.
But like as a kid, like just doing it, like you're just going through the pain, right? There's no
Yeah,
difference between like callousing your fingers and such. But
Yeah.
that was so good.
Inch of
Play
action.
through the pain.
Yeah. Oh, it was insane though. Like I mean, like deep cuts. It wasn't. I don't know if it's bleeding because fingers are pretty thick of tissue, but
Yeah. Well, when I started regularly drumming again, I was getting these major blisters all over my fingers. But as soon as you've got them, then as soon as they heal, you never get them again. It's great. But there used to be a lot of blood on my snare drum when I was in the metal band.
that's sweet.
Yeah.
I have 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
We bought our daughter an electronic drum set.
Mm-hmm.
That's been fun.
Yeah, wonderful.
My favorite thing to do these days is just like put on the headset music and then just overlap it with and just have our own rave party for like a couple hours.
Well, I recently bought a small travel drum kit for gigging. I'm not going to be doing that anymore. So it's underneath the stairs, and I need to find a way to get my money's worth out of it now. So I'm just going to start drum lessons soon as well. Yeah. And the beautiful thing is I can have it all mic'd up, headphones on, play. I'll teach you a song. And let's enjoy it. Let's have a bit of fun. Yeah. And I've got options as well to film and record what's going on, and so people can show the grandparents what they learned at Mikey Scott Studio and things like that. So
sounds like a plan.
I've got a few. Yeah, I've got a few little plans in the works.
Can we get you banging on that drum out there?
You can get me banging on that drum out there. Yeah, certainly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shall we do it?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Oh. Aging.
Little warm up.
That's a good click, yeah. We had a boiler breakage. So
when did you have that flood? You had a flood in the basement there a couple years ago.
During snow melt a couple of years ago, it wasn't that good. I've now got a flood avoidance and prevention system around the entire
Oh,
site.
nice. Nice.
Yeah, so it's
Did you have to take all your equipment out?
I had to move everything.
Okay.
Certainly, but I didn't have to take everything out. The vast majority of the floor was fine, but
That's good.
But I did have to. I did have to fix that with an angle grinder and a little pneumatic drill. Doesn't look the best, but it does the job. It all goes to the sub pump, and and I was lucky enough this year to have me father-in-law and brothers-in-law help me with the snow around the building. So when it does melt, it doesn't go directly into. They've got a snowblower, we don't. So I was very grateful about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, what kind of beat do you want?
I don't know.
It's very loud. Yeah. By the way, thank you to Jeff Richards for letting me borrow this ride cymbal. It's been a really big help recently. I really do appreciate that.
Love it. Nice.
Noisy.
Do you put any earplugs in when you do that?
I do. Not for a 20-second play, but I've got me. This kit is fully mic'd up, and I've got a lovely mixing desk, and I put me in-ears in, and then it's considerably quieter. I can play along to click tracks and songs and learn things accordingly.
Nice. So the sound goes in here, and then you can hear it on your. So it tones it down, so you're not going to lose your hearing like most rock stars.
That's correct. Must protect your hearing. Always wear earplugs. Always do it. And anything above, I think, 92 decibels for a prolonged period of time, you must do it, because it's getting back. I've done it in the past when I was younger. Getting back from a gig and just lying on the floor thinking, oh, it's just ringing like crazy. That noise is damage.
Yeah.
So you've got to protect yourself.
Yeah.
I've got some earplugs that I take to gigs and concerts and things when I go watch bands, and whenever I'm rehearsing in here, it lowers the volume, the noise cancelling as well, and much higher quality than just hearing it straight out. Although this is a lovely tuned, well looked after drum kit. Having the mix from here, I love this mixing desk. The control I've got from this is phenomenal. So
words of wisdom from Mikey. Yeah, my hearing is not that great.
What?
So. What'd you say?
What? What?
Hi. That's what my dad used to do. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey. What are you saying?
Yeah. Well, that was great.
Yay! Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I hope that was okay. I had a terrible migraine yesterday, unbearable.
Oh.
So today I'm sort of still got the tiredness from it without the pain.
Right.
So
right.
So I hope I did all
did you record yesterday or?
I tried to do. I did commit to doing some mixing for Scorched Violets, but I couldn't do it yesterday. Unfortunately, I'm doing it today instead.
Okay.
So no, I did not work yesterday. I had my little girl during the day, and a 2-year-old with a migraine. She's lovely. I love her to pieces. And then I watched the Liverpool-Newcastle game in bed straight after that from the other day because I missed it, and then finished Star Wars Episode 2 and then fell asleep. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, get back here.
Oh, sorry.
So hey, thank you, Mikey,
thank you, Jean.
for having us in the Bat Cave.
Yay!
And the lair of Mikey Scott.
He's super happy to have you. Thank you so much for
coming.
It's
All
been
right,
wonderful.
thanks a lot. Okay, bye for now.